Hi, this is Scott Stanowitz of Lessons of Leisure, and you found one of our campground walkthroughs. I've always found when I reserve campsites online, the picture on the reservation site really doesn't help out that much. I'm hoping this video helps solve that problem for you. This is just one of our stops on our 30-day road trip. If you want to see what we did at this site, as well as the rest of our adventures, you can click on the card below or the video link in the description. If I'm ever going to be able to get a tax write-off for my vacations, I'm really going to need to up my numbers on this YouTube platform. Please like and subscribe so I don't go to prison for tax evasion. Thank you very much. Okay. Beginning of B loop. B36, easily do a large. B37, easily do a large. B38, quite a bit of slope. Whoa, that's massive slope. You can maybe get your RV here where it's not so bad and park on this crazy downhill over here. That could work out. You could go large there. Bring lots of blocks. You share the driveways, but the driveways are both pretty large. You could do a large. 39, easily do a large. It's almost triple wide. 41, easily do a large. You got both of the driveways to yourself. 42, could easily do a large. Oh, note about 40, I think it is. You do have the trail that goes down to the lake. So people are cutting through there. Something to think about constantly, yeah. So that's the end of 40, the beginning of 42. 42, your dining area is way up that hill. That's kind of a pain. You got the bathrooms and the dumpsters right here. 43 is directly across from it. Could easily pull a large in there, and the main part of the driveway is pretty big. 44, you got the driveway to yourself, but you do have the bathrooms right there. It's not going to be a private site, but you could get a big rig in there. 45, I would go medium. You have two driveways that you share. They're both kind of small. 46, you could go large all day. 47, I would go medium. 48, you could go large. A little tricky with the curve and the trees. It's not the widest campsite in the world. 49 is where we're at. That's a 30-footer. It's pretty tight getting the 30-footer in there and then parking our truck somewhat sideways, somewhat kind of in the road. I kind of feel like we have maybe the smallest site in B loop in a way, or one of the smallest. 50, you could get a pretty good sized RV in there. I'd say we could park our 30-foot in there easily. A little bit sloped uphill. B51, we got a big one in there. Getting 30 might be a little tight getting in and around the trees. B52, that's an easy one. You could go full-sized RV on that. 53, got a lot of slope, and when you get out of the common area of the driveway, it's kind of a medium spot left over. B54, full-size all day long. You got a lot of slope to contend with, but lots of room. 55, you could get a big guy in there. It's really wide as well. 56, I'd go, ooh, that's actually quite small. You can see this guy is kind of taking up most of their own space. You could park your car right there. I want to go much bigger than 20 feet on that one. Yeah. 57, I'd go, you got your own driveway on 57, so you can go large. 58,
You could go medium on that. 59, lots of slope. Slope at the beginning, slope at the end, but you do have your own driveway at the beginning, so lots of room. You can get a large guy in there. 60, you could get a large guy in there. 61. Oh, they moved their table. The table should be up there. That's a medium at best.
And you have everybody getting water in your camp.
And you got, yeah, the water's right there. There's a lot of water though. Wouldn't be too many people. 62, you got your own driveway at the end, so you could do a large in there. It's kind of skinny, but not a problem. 64. You got a lot, you share the driveway, but it's a really wide site. You could easily get a large guy in there as well. 65. Easily get a large guy in there. It's a huge difference when you have your own driveway. Oh, handicapped only. B66. I'd go medium. You share both of your driveways. 67. I'd go medium. Again, you're sharing both of your driveways. 68, handicap spot. You go large because you own your ending driveway here. 69, you can get a large guy in there. Can make it work. 70. You have the whole end driveway to yourself, so you can get a large one in there. 71. Large. 72. A back in. Wow. You could get a large and still park your car here off to the side. 73. You share both driveways. I wouldn't go much more than a medium personally. 76. You got that last driveway all to yourself. Go ahead with the big boy in that. This must be 77. I walked right by it. Yep, 70. Nope, 75. 75, you got your own driveway, so that would be a large. 77 and 78. Well, really doesn't look that bad on camera. It's got a steep hill. Cars do like 5 to 10 throughout the whole area, but then they come down this hill and they're doing like 20 to 25 and they're not even aware. So, something to think about if you have kids. 77, you could easily get a large in there. 78, you could put the large in there. It'd be hard to get around the trees a little bit. There's plenty of space, but if you're good with the trailer, you should be fine. Here's 80. You could easily get a large in that. 79. Kind of medium because you share this. You have this area to yourself. You got to park your car and your trailer. A large motorhome, no problem. A large trailer and a truck, that's going to be an issue. 81. You can get a large in that. 82. Ooh, you share a driveway, but the driveway's massive over here. You could get a large in on that. You can run your trailer around there and then just park your car here on the side of the road, and there's still massive amounts of driveway left. 83. You can go large. 84. Again, with that big first driveway that you share, you could go large. 85. Yeah, you could get a large. It's going to be tight. This is kind of a medium right here. You could easily back that up 8 to 10 feet and park your truck up front. Did I do 86? I don't think I did. Right by the dumpster. That's kind of gross. You could get a large in there. You got a pretty good area to get in at. Dog bed. 87 is campground host. 88. That's a medium-sized trailer with a big old truck, and they have plenty of room, so you can easily go large. 89. It's wide enough. You could get a large and a truck in there. 90 back in. It is double wide. I bet you could get a large trailer in there. I put the large trailer over here and just a truck right there. 91. You could do a large easy. 92, you can clearly do a large, as evidenced by this guy. Alright, Fish Creek Campground. When you get down to the lake, this is what you have. It's a bit hazy today. It hasn't been this hazy. That's towards Apgar Campground down there. And then as you pan around, nice forested hillside. And you got some of the serious craggy mountains at the far end. Beautiful lake.
Where's the dock?
Right around the corner. So there's a dock right around the corner. The rocks are much smaller. These rocks are quite large. You wouldn't hurt your feet, especially if you decide to go swimming. The rocks down there are much finer and easier on your feet. But the view here is much better. You get all those mountains. When you're tucked into the cove, that's kind of over by Loop C. Better beach, but you lose that and you're kind of staring at this instead. Not that this is, bad. It's just not spectacular like that is. This is probably the worst lighting of the day and hazier than what we've been seeing. So on a clear day at sunset, that's going to be gorgeous. The lake is a beautiful turquoise blue. It's a lovely lake. Fish Creek Camp, C93, the C Loop. C93, you have a double wide, but it is shallow. A medium's going to be very tight. I would go like a small, less than 18 footer. C94, pull through. You got the whole driveway to yourself. Really on both sides, you could easily get a large in there. A little bit of a curve to contend with. C95, it's a, oh, nope, they just put their table in the middle of the pull through. You could easily get a large in there. Just move the table out of the way. You're also relatively close to the lake. I can see it peeking through the woods there, but you do got quite a thicket of woods in between you and the lake. C96, you could easily do a large. Shaded area for your living area. C97, I would back in a large RV there, park your truck there. C98, you could easily do a large. A little bit of an uphill to where your table's at. C99, let's see, you could get a large in there and still park your truck.
Hi.
C100, you could go large in a truck on that. C101, you could go large in a vehicle pretty easily. Also, sort of kind of on the lake, big thicket of woods in your way. C102, you could easily put your RV on that side, park your truck right there. C103, easily get a large one in there. C104, you share this driveway, which makes it tricky. See the end of this driveway here. You can get a large in truck in there. You got the second driveway over yourself. C105, you could easily get a large. Got a very nice shaded living area, very flat campsite. C106, you got a lot of slope going on at the beginning and the end here. You could still get a large RV parked down in there with your truck over there, and very shaded and private living area. Got the bathrooms across the way here, but they are hidden by the trees. You'll get bathroom noise, but you're not going to be getting the light coming in. 107. You could get a large down there. It's quite a curve with all these trees in the way. If you move that table though, you do have a pinch point with that tree right there. Otherwise it should be pretty simple. Might even be a trail down into the beach through that, hard to tell. There's no marker, I think. This is C107. You could get a large in there. You got a lot of elevation to deal with. And you're right on the bathroom. And I don't see your table and fire pit anywhere. Interesting. Way up on that hill or up on that little flat area, but there's no visible table. Good luck with that. C108. You could park a large down there, put the truck right there. Oh, clear path down to the beach. That's what I'm talking about.
It's less claustrophobic. Those other ones are like too dense.
Another great one is C110. You got a lot of slope to work with though, but you could put your RV down towards the bottom and stick your truck on the uphill part. C109. You could go large with a truck, and you have a very small living area, however. That living area is the next campsite, 111. That might be a medium. Let's see. I'd go, ooh, geez. You share that driveway, but that driveway is huge. You can park your truck there, put your RV around over here. Yeah, you can get a large in there. Tiny living area. C112. You could get a large in a truck in there. The park ranger just pulled out of the boating area. So that is the boathouse for the big boat that you can take all the way along the length of the lake. There's a nice beach down there with the smaller pebbles. Huh? Okay, not doing anything illegal. C114, a lot of slope to deal with. You could still get your camper on a somewhat level part in the middle and get your truck parked elsewhere. Are they waiting for us? Let's wave them on. Go ahead. C115, nice and level, easily get a large rig in here. I don't see a direct path down to the beach, although you are very close. C116 already covered. That's where the dude. Did I just? No, I didn't. C116. You share both driveways. You can still get a large along there with your truck right there. Again, little tiny living area. C117. I would put the trailer on the back half. Park your truck out here. Nice little living area. Easy walk down to the beach. Food storage locker right here. Big old pull-through. You could easily get a large in there. They're close to the lake, but there's no sign of it whatsoever. These trees are so thick. 119, really wide. You can park anything in there. Where did I skip one? That's the loop. Oh yeah, okay, that's 119. This is 120. 120, you got a lot of slope. A lot of slope. Where the van is parked is where I would put the trailer. Have the trailer come out to here. And I'd park your truck up over there. But that's doable. 121, the whole thing's uphill. Wow. You would need 5 feet of blocks to get a large rig level. You could easily fit it. I don't think you could get even a 20-footer level on this. I mean, this might be pop-up just because of the amount of grade you have. Same with over here, 122. It's almost a 6-foot difference from the beginning to the end. I'd put a very small pop-up on the flat-ish part right there. Otherwise, I think you're out of luck. 123, you got a steep uphill to begin with. That's where I'd put the truck. You could put your RV up here. That's totally doable. You could easily do a large. Not too sloped up to your living area. You're on the outside corner. That could be a nice little site. Short little walk down to the beach. 124, you got some serious grade issues again. I'd park the car there. I put the RV up here. I think you could still get away with a large on that site. 125, you could put a large in there. That's pretty nice and private and shaded and lovely. 126, you could easily do a large. 127, you got a slope to mess with. Not as severe as that other one. Bring lots of blocks. That's all I have to say. If you had your trailer pointing downhill here, you could put a whole bunch under your tongue jack and get that baby up. 128, you can easily do a large. 129. You got plenty of room. It's just very sloped. Here it's flatter. And you got the whole driveway to yourself. You could get a large in here. And you got your living area back there. 130. Easily do a large. 131. You got a pretty sharp corner. If you're going to drive through at the beginning, I'd maybe pull in on your second driveway, back it up, put the trailer there, park your truck there. You can easily do a large that way. 132. It's all about slope. That's a big slope. If you parked it up here, you share this driveway, you could go from that log up to those trees on the other side of the driveway and get a large in there and put your truck on this downhill slope. This baby, 133, severely sloped throughout. Whew. Then we go down to the bottom, set like a full 6 feet again. I'm eyeing the 6 feet. I'm 6 feet 3, so I guess it's about 4 feet. It's still pretty wild. I would back it in from here and then have your tongue jack down here with a whole bunch of blocks underneath it.
It's terrible.
I think is your best bet. And then your eating space. You're also right by the bathroom. And then your eating space, just got a little walkway to your table and your fire pit. $135. You could get a large in there pretty easily. Much more level. 136. You could get a large in there and park your car over here on the slope. 137, a big slope at the beginning. That's where I put the truck. You could put a large trailer down there. 138. You get the large trailer up top, put your truck on the slope. 139. you could easily get a large in there. 140, you could easily get a large in there. A bit of an uphill to your eating area. Same with the previous one back there. It's just kind of annoying at night. It's dark. You take a little slip, might end up on your butt. You might recover. This is the walkway up to Loop B and to get to the amphitheater, but pretty sheltered from both campsites, I would say. 142, you could do a large. That's a doable grade as far as walking it in the night compared to the other one. 143, easily get a large. You are right on the restrooms though. The restrooms are right there. You are right on the restrooms. C144, you could do a large. Nice little private living area back there too. 146 is a nice long pull through, pretty level. That would be easy. I think we're towards the end of the loop, so it wouldn't be a very far walk to the beach from here. Yes, this is the end of the loop. You just go right down this road to the beach. That's doable. Let's see, 106. We must have done these coming in. Yes, we did. So that is the end of Loop C. Okay, Fish Creek Loop D. D147, you could easily get a large and a truck in there. You're in this weird, I don't know why it is spooky for some reason. You're up on this side of the hill. You really know where to go. This is the main road that comes down that connects C and D, and you're right on it. But private when the cars aren't going by, I guess. D148 is a pull through with a really sharp turn. You could back up a large size rig on the back half, park your truck right here in the first half. D149, you could get a large to work in there pretty easily. D150, you're still on the road leading to the actual loop. The loop hasn't split yet. This is quite close to the lake, however. D150, ooh, that's tight. You could get back a medium in there, park your rig here, but it is a pretty sweet site. But I don't think you're going to be able to curve in a large rig in there. D151, could easily get a large in there. This is the non-lake side. Must be 152. It's the camp host. That's a pretty sweet sight. You can soar to see the blue lake through the trees. 153. Ooh, I'd go medium at best. Nice flat area. Alright, so here the loop officially starts. So on the back loop away from the lake, this is 154. You could easily get a large one in there. Kind of in a fishbowl. And you also have the water pump for the area. There's a lot of water pumps in this campground, so it's probably not as bad as most campgrounds with the amount of people who'll be coming through. Ooh, and you got the bathroom right there as well. You can easily get a big rig, not the best site. 156. I guess this is a back in. And gosh, I don't know if I'd go bigger than a pop-up in a truck. Medium-sized motorhome easy, maybe even a large motorhome. But if you got a tow vehicle, you aren't going to be in trouble. 157, right across from the dumpster and the bathrooms. Lovely, lovely. Uphill to your dining area. Not a bad uphill. I don't think you'd slip on that. I'd go medium, large if you're really good. You got this narrow pinch point between the trees. That could be a problem. 158, again by the dumpsters and bathroom. Oh, and it's a back in.
Handicap.
And a handicap. I'd go pop up or tent camping. 159, got some slope issues going on. Pretty tight little space. And you got the walkway going into the amphitheater running on along the side of your camp. You could get a large in there though. 161, do I hear a creek? Yes, there's a creek back here. I don't know if we hear a motorboat right now. What was that number? I don't think we covered that. 160 is handicap accessible. You could get a large in there and your truck still. 161. You could park, yeah, you could do a large along this. It's kind of sloped, have lots of blocks, and park your truck right here. Let's go see what this creek looks like from the campground. Gets a nice creek sound all night long. Not too shabby. You're not going to be able to swim in it, but lovely ambiance. It's the first time I've heard motorboats on the lake today. 162 is a pull through. You got this first driveway all to yourself. You could easily fit a large rig in. Your living quarters is pretty small. Right now the table's over here, but the fire pit's over here. There's no chains on the tables. You can move the table if you wanted to. 163. You could get a large in that. You got both driveways to yourself and a tent pad. 164 is a pull-in. It's a double wide. I'd go medium. 166. It's a back in. I'd go tent camping or pop up.
Well, then it's not fair because they don't have to buckle.
167 is a pull through. You have both driveways. You could easily do a large. All right, 168. Getting closer to the lake. We got some sort of machinery making a horrible buzzing sound right now. You could easily get a large in here. Pretty private too. 169, pull through. You share the first driveway. Ooh, you could. A large is going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. I'd go medium. 170. You could easily get a large in there. They got a super small.
Mom,
171's a pull through. You got most of the driveway to yourself. Gonna have some leveling issues side to side. Yeah, I'd put your truck here and I'd back the RV in up there.
Zero solar.
Yeah, very heavily shaded. Flat campsite, you're backed up onto somebody else. You could get away with a large in here. You do have the dumpster right across from you and a path down to the lake. 172. Your fire ring and picnic area. This isn't too shabby. You could easily get a large in here. 173 is a tight corner. You could get a large in there. Yeah, and you're right on the lake. You can see the blue right through the trees. This would be a pretty awesome site, really. 175. You could back up a medium trailer on one driveway and park your truck on the other driveway. It's a pretty tight crescent shaped, and you got the trail to the bathroom right to your side. 174 is lovely lakeside views. That might be campsite of the year so far. And you could easily get a large trailer in here with plenty of room to park. $176. You could get a large in here in a fishbowl, however. You got the trail down to the lake going by both of these. It's not.
What part is this compared to where we were?
Just a little bit further west.
You say dogs aren't allowed in the lake?
Yeah, got to keep them on the trail, on the roadways. You have a little buffer zone between the trail here with that site. Here at 177, they're kind of going right through your site in a weird way. You could easily get, well, you share that driveway. You could get a large one there with your truck, sure. 178, it's quite curved. Here we have a bigger pop-up taking most, yeah, I want to go much larger than that. That's a small one. Same here with 179. You got some serious grade issues over here with the downhill. So they plopped up there and they're parking their truck up here.